Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing very well. So today I'm here to do a kind of part 2 on my rosacea and how it's doing. As you can see, it's not looking very good right now. I've been wanting to do like a second video for a while because the first time I actually have done a video at the beginning of my channel, I think it was like maybe my third or fourth video that I did talking about it, because obviously a lot of my videos I start off makeup free, and therefore obviously a lot of people probably just like, what's that red on your face? I just wanted to explain because I don't feel that there are many just videos out there just kind of talking about it. Recently, one of my kind of like new favourite YouTubers, James Walsh, whose brother is Robert Walsh, who does the makeup stuff that I've mentioned quite a lot. He has a skincare channel and he suffers from rosacea as well, but he's got a very different kind of rosacea stance than I do. But his video kind of encouraged me to do another video because it's a big part of my life, and unfortunately it's something that I can't help and I probably won't be able to get over for a very long time. So I thought today I just wanted to update everybody and just have a chat about it as well, because you know, you might be able to learn something, or if you have this condition and you're not sure about it, to go and get some help, or just to go and double check, because it's always good to get a diagnosis because you don't want it to get worse and you don't want it to just kind of take a bad turn, for example. So like I mentioned, I did the first video a while ago, and it was actually probably a year ago that I've done it, and my skin did look very different than it does now. This, I don't know what has happened recently. So in like my last video I just kind of mentioned like how long I've had it for, and just a couple of other like pointers on what to do and what are my triggers and stuff like that. And it has changed a little bit because a few months ago I kind of had enough, and I called my doctor and I said, I'm really struggling with spots at the moment, because part of rosacea you get, well there's two different types that I've actually kind of discovered because I didn't realise. So there's one where it's like flushing, so it's not kind of how this is. It's more like mild on the nose and on the cheeks and other parts of your face as well, and those are kind of like mini veins that kind of poke out. What the actual word for it is very difficult for me to say, so I will put it on the screen just because if I pronounce it, we'll be here all year. And then what I discovered is the one that I actually have, through having like spots and the redness and everything, I've written it down. I'm going to try and pronounce it. If not, I will put it here as well. It's called papulopustular. I'm not very good all these like technical words I'm not very good at just kind of explaining, so I will put it on here as well, just spell it out for you guys. If you feel like it might be something that you have, I would highly recommend going to your doctor, because again, you can get mild treatments for it. Like I mentioned, I had antibiotics. I had a course for 2 months, and honestly it was working so well. All my spots had gone, all the redness had really disappeared, and a lot of people had said, oh, you know, I can notice a difference and it looks great, and my confidence was getting really like great, because you know, I've struggled with this for over 3 years now, and it's difficult because in the beginning I was getting comments and I was just a bit like, oh okay. Normally back in the day I would just have people stare at me because I would dress like a goth, and people were just like, what the fuck is she wearing, what is she looking like? But now it's more because of my face, and I've kind of, in the beginning you're just a bit like, okay, I don't understand why people have to be so horrible, why they have to be so kind of commenting, but that's just the way people are, and I've come to accept it. And I kind of feel like now that I get to wear a mask outside, no one will stare at me because everyone's wearing a mask and you won't see what's happening like over here, which I'm really happy about. Obviously I'm not happy about why we have to wear it or what's happening in the world at the moment, but for me to be able to cover it up and not have to wear makeup, because a lot of makeup that I found at the moment doesn't cover it completely. I do need to try maybe It Cosmetics or something, because I've heard that their their foundation is fantastic for rosacea, so, but it's just very pricey. That's the problem. It's like £35 for a foundation, and I know that is a lot. For me, that's a lot. I mean, for a foundation, that's probably the highest I would probably pay. I mean, one day I'll give it a go if I get like, if I win the lottery. I wanted to win the lottery to buy it, but we'll see. Once we start kind of being able to go out more and stuff like that, I'll invest in it. I guess what else I wanted to really talk about is, I guess when the antibiotics finished, it come back to normal, I would say about 2 weeks later. And during the time I was on antibiotics, I actually had to take another course of antibiotics for a toothache, because I had like a broken tooth that I hadn't dealt with in years. Don't do that. And it got really, really painful, so I called 111 and I said to them, I'm taking this antibiotic as well for my face, and they said it was fine to take another antibiotic, but please always check with your doctor like what antibiotics you can take, because you don't want to mix them. Obviously you don't want to drink alcohol with antibiotics, because that's going to be a really bad repercussion, so I would not recommend it. But yeah, I think I kind of jinxed myself in that aspect, because I was so like confident and I was so happy that my face was starting to look slightly normal again, because obviously when I first got it, it only just started out as like a light flush, so this is kind of more like how it started out. And it would be really itchy and it would be kind of like really warm. So if you feel like, obviously I'm not a doctor, but if you feel like you might be getting something like that, please get it checked out. And it doesn't necessarily mean if you have spots or a red face that you have it, but it's just something that you should look out for, because it's not many people talk about it or know that it's a thing, because a lot of people ignore it, but it is like hereditary. So I know that my granddad had it, so I think that's quite strange that I got it as well, but I didn't get it until I was turning 30. So if you're much younger, you wouldn't really be getting it, but if you are coming into your 30s and it's maybe genetic, you could possibly get it. So maybe have a look out for it, like check your skin routine, and you know, just make sure that you're looking after your skin, which is one thing I regret in my life, but you know, now I'm learning. And no, I don't think it's anything that I could have done, because at the time when I was trying to look after my skin more, I think it triggered it, so it kind of just backfired slightly. I've got all my notes about what I want to talk about, so if I keep on looking down, I apologise, because I don't want to miss anything. So what I'm using products wise at the moment, I'm not using a lot of products because I just don't know what to use. Sorry. I did randomly did a poll on my Instagram asking people how many skincare steps they have in their routine, and a lot of people have, so I did 0 to 3 or 3+, and a lot of people voted 3+, and here's me kind of like, oh, I only have like 3, or like not even 3. I think I have 3 in front of me, but I know I have maybe 1 or 2 more products that I use, but I should be using more. So the product that I use the most that really helped me is aloe vera. So this I've had for quite a few months, and I use it every night before I go to bed, and then when I wake up in the morning I just use like 1 pump, because it really, obviously aloe vera dries out, but it's so softening for my skin. Honestly, I love using aloe vera. I just got this from Superdrug, and it was only, I believe it was £6, and I don't think this is 100% pure, but the one that I previously got was 100% pure, and it was pretty much the same thing. But I really recommend aloe vera, even for your body and for your face as well. And then you put on a nice moisturizer on top, and it would just feel fantastic. So another a moisturizer that I like to use is the Day Cream by Nivea, and this is for dry and sensitive skin, and this has got an SPF of 15. I know that's not a high number because a lot of people like to use SPF 50, but I know because I don't go anywhere or anything, but when I put this on, it really sticks to my face all day. And I mean, it says it's a 24-hour moisturizer. I would probably say, I mean, I'm not testing it for 24 hours, I wouldn't do that, but throughout the day when I am I have it on, it feels really nice, and it does feel a little bit sticky, but it does feel really good on my skin. So I do recommend this. It's got I mean, I don't know if that matters, but natural almond oil. I mean, I don't really tend to want to put a lot of oil on my face. They do recommend, if you have rosacea, not to put oils on your face or anything that's kind of gonna make it feel worse, essentially, just lots of chemicals basically. But this is really good for soothing skin. I really recommend this. It's very nice. And then a facial wash that I use is, this is super nice. This is by Simple. So this is Simple. I don't know why I say it like that. This is by Simple. And this is for sensitive skin as well. I don't think it's not aimed for rosacea or anything like that, but I purchased it and I thought, let me give it a go, because it just sounded really good. So it's kind to skin, 100% soap free, which is, I guess, you need. No artificial perfume, colour, harsh chemicals, no soap, no alcohol, so that's very important. No alcohol in your products, because that will dry out your skin. No mineral oils or no animal derivative, whatever. But yeah, I use this twice a day and it is extremely soothing. It's extremely really nice for my skin, just nice and calming as well, because again, especially when I do my makeup videos, I need to take off my makeup. I have to be very careful because I use reusable wipes, so obviously the cotton rubs against my skin, and to be honest, when you take off makeup, you shouldn't just use a wipe and that's it. You should always maybe use some micellar water or just any kind of like not serum, but just something to take off the kind of excess that's like deep in the skin, and this really helps take it out. If it does 100% of the job, I don't think so, but it's still a really nice wash, and it just, my skin feels super duper nice at the end. And something that I purchased today that I haven't tried, but because I've been doing a bit of research recently because I want to expand on my skincare, everyone was saying that the CeraVe cleanser is really good. So this is for normal to dry skin, cleanse and hydrates without disrupting the protective skin barrier for the face and the body. So this I got in Boots, and this was £9.50, and it is a little bit pricey for a small product, but I personally feel like if you only need one pump, it will last a while. There is another size, there was a bigger size that was £15, but I really want to just try this first to see if it did anything. I've been wanting to purchase, I'm gonna see if I can pronounce it, the Leic Acid by Ordinary, but every time I try and order it, for example on Beauty Bay, it's sold out, so I haven't been able to purchase it. And if I kind of go, oh, let me see what's on Beauty Bay to maybe treat myself, that's one of the things that I want to get, and it's not there, so I can't purchase it. I haven't tried it, but everyone says it's really good because it is aimed to help for red skin. I know I should probably find maybe another product, but Ordinary I've tried before. Like I really like their primer for like makeup primer, and I love that one. That's one of my favorite primers, and I feel like if I try that one it would be quite beneficial, but if it keeps on selling out, then I'll just find something else because I don't know how long I can wait. So what I've been trying to figure out are my triggers. So I feel like stress really makes this worse. I've been personally, I get stressed very easily. That doesn't help. But personally, I go through stresses like every day, and I work in not the most stressful job, but I do work in a job that requires a lot of kind of mental feelings, I guess, and just my own personal stress as well. I stress about everything. Things that don't need to be stressed about, I stress about, and I feel like it shows up on my skin. Hence this, today is my day off and I'm actually feeling quite relaxed and calm, but I know that tomorrow I'll be stressed again. But that's just the way life is. Life is full of stresses. There's far more things to stress about, but it's just something that happens to me and it shows, and it doesn't help that I pick my skin, and that's something that I'm going to be talking about next once I talk about my last trigger. But the thing is, another trigger that I just easily talk about is bad eating. I do eat a lot of bad food because I just can't control myself, and that's one thing why I put on a lot of weight, and I've, you know, just I haven't given up. It's just like I know that I need to work out and I know that I need to keep active, but being at home is a problem for me, but that shouldn't hold me back, and I know these things, and then therefore all the bad stuff I'm putting in my body is coming out on my face. And this is not a video for me to, like, you guys are my counsellor or you're my someone that I need to talk to. There we go. But I know it's part of how I am and what I need to change in my life, so I'm slowly working towards it. I'm trying my best every day to limit myself on what sugar I have and what I put in my body. I'm slowly getting there, so hopefully it will help towards it. So as I was mentioning, I guess I kind of forgot to say in this video, like, I apologize if I trigger anyone in anything, because I know we all go through our own mental health issues, and I will be talking about my talking therapy sessions hopefully in a video very soon. I'm trying to get all my mind sorted for it, just so again I give you the right information. I did do a poll on my Instagram if you guys wanted rosacea video or talking therapies, and this one was the one that came up first. I don't know why I'm mentioning this like 15 minutes into the video, but yeah, my skin picking is something that I have been dealing with since I started getting all these spots, so it's kind of just like, it's a natural thing for me to do, even though I know I catch myself doing it. So I'm sitting on the sofa and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it on camera, sorry, but like I start touching my face to feel where my spots are, and then I try and get rid of them, and then my face bleeds, and then we're back to square one. And I mean, I was doing it before I started filming this video, hence why it's probably more red than normal. I have referred myself to talking therapies for it, but they haven't got back to me yet, and it's been nearly a week, and I'm not holding it to them because we're in the middle of a pandemic and there are people out there who are like suicidal and, you know, extremely depressed, as you know, as well as I am, and I'm not going to hold it to them because that's not, obviously I'm not like that. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe you didn't get back to me. Like, I know it's very difficult times at the moment, and I feel like this is something I can slowly work on by myself. But if you honestly feel like you have this condition, please refer yourself to a talking therapies, because they're great. Again, in the video that I will be doing, I'll be talking about like pros and cons and everything, and again it does go towards how I feel with my face, and we'll be, you know, I'll talk about it and it's all good. Right, if you are dealing with rosacea, how to kind of go about it. So I've got 2 more points left and then I'm done. It's almost 20 minutes, I apologize. You guys know I like to talk. If you are suffering from this, one thing I would definitely like to recommend to people is don't take any shit from anyone. In the beginning, I had so many comments towards me about my face, and it really got to me. It, like, I'm one of those people, if you say something bad towards me, I'll remember it forever because it's just part of my brain, like, because I suffer from anxiety and I have my own depression and everything, and it just kind of sticks with you. If someone's like for example, someone's like, oh, why is your face like that? You just kind of say, well, I don't know, like, I didn't do it to myself. And because people don't know how to talk to other people, they feel it's okay to belittle others and have their opinion. So if that happens to you, stand up for yourself. I know it's difficult to say in the beginning, but if someone questions why you have this condition, just say, I don't know, it's just something that happened to me. Like, if I ever get a comment and someone says, why is your face like that? Why is your face so red? And why have you got so many spots? It's you know, hereditary. It's part of who I am. And even educate them, because a lot of people don't know about rosacea. They probably don't understand what it is. And it's a time to, you know, like, just educate people, because they're just going to be forever ignorant and think they can go to other people and talk to them like that when they don't understand the repercussions. So yeah, please do that. I would definitely recommend Sorry, just my mouth got a bit dry. I would recommend going to see your doctor. My voice is just super dry. Because your doctor will obviously diagnose you, and then they could refer you to a dermatologist. I got referred to a dermatologist. In my experience, it was pretty bad. He just literally said, okay, stay out of the sun. That was literally, I waited 6 months for an appointment, and I was in that room for 5-10 minutes, and I waited ages for that appointment, and he was just like, yeah, just stay out of the sun and do this and 1 or 2 things. And I was like, I waited for this. And of course, other dermatologists are going to be really, really helpful. They're going to give you so much information. So don't live off my bad experience, because there are some great ones out there. If you go to a skin specialist, they're going to be expensive. Like, I know it's going to be worth putting the money towards, but I just feel afraid doing that because it is a lot of money, and I'm trying to save up for my future. And I know this is part of my future, but it's just, I don't know, I'll get there. My mind is just very difficult to please sometimes. But yeah, and just trying to be confident, and just don't let it overcome you. It's very difficult to say that and to do it, but you know, you will get through it. Honestly, it's something that you will have to put up with every day, but don't give up. Honestly, you're beautiful, you're amazing. Don't let anyone's comments put you down. And that's one thing that I'm learning myself, but I want to say to other people, so they don't say it to someone. Like, someone will come up to me and go, what's that? Like, you just don't do that. Don't be an arsehole. If you're watching this and you don't have it, don't go up to someone and say, the fuck's wrong with your face? Pardon my language. But yeah, if anyone needs some kind of advice or anything, please write it in the comments. I'd be happy to answer it if I can. If you want to have a chat about it, please, again, in the comments, or if you want to message me on my Instagram or anything, I'm very happy to answer anything if I can. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. And yeah, please don't forget to follow me on my social media as well, because I'm very active on there non-stop. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day and you're healthy and safe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.